Welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today I am making a soap using this fragrance from Marouge, Canada. It's called The Holidays. Oh man, this smells delightful. Let me read the scent notes. It says juniper berry, cranberry, peppermint, pine, and musk. This is a delightful blend. And again, with Marouge Canada, it tells you exactly how much you can use in soap. It says 3 to 6%, and this is vanillin free. So I'm really hoping this isn't going to discolor because I want the body of this soap to be white. And I want to do a couple of colored mica layers and stack it up. And then on top, I'm going to make some melt and pour embeds. I have some little snowflakes here, and I know snow is white, but I'm going to make blue snowflakes and red flowers to go on top. And although these are kind of rose looking, I'm thinking of poinsettias. All right, let's talk about the colors. I want to do a trial by fire mica line in the body, and then my flowers will be red. I want to do a green. This is pine mica from, is it pine? Yes, pine from Be Scented, a green mica layer. And then for the snowflakes, I'm going to use bell bottom blue from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Is that pretty? So I will use this melt and pour soap base. I got this from Wholesale Supplies Plus. They had a sale going on, and because I'm coloring it, it's okay that it's white. I don't need it to be translucent. Opaque is good. And this is a detergent-free baby buttermilk. It's just a good all-purpose melt and pour, and we're just going to do tiny little embeds on top with that. And I think that's the plan. So I got to get everything pulled together. I'm excited to use this fragrance from Marouge, Canada. I do have a 10% off code down below, so check it out. They have fabulous high quality fragrances and all kinds of stuff in their shop. So go check them out. Let me get everything pulled together and let's come back and make some The Holidays soap. All right, we're back with our melted oils and butters, and I thought I had pressed the record button and I didn't. This is kale and clay. I am not doing colloidal oats today because I want the white part between the mica lines to be a really crisp color, and I don't want any little flecks in there. Therefore, I'm not using any oats, and I did not use silk in my lye solution today. So I'm going to get this blended up, but before I do, I want to show you real quick. Look how cute my little melt and pour embeds came out. I think these snowflakes are adorable. I just used a touch of the blue so they came out really light, and these roses, oh my word, so pretty. I think they'll, give a bit of a poinsettia vibe just because of the color. I think they're so cute. And because those two colors are represented, and I also want the green represented, I will do just a little bit of piping on top. I think I'll just do some stars and not do leaves. So little green stars will go on there. So I have my tiny pitcher. I'm just going to pull off a little bit of the batter to go in here for some piping. So with that being said, let me get the kale and clay all blended up. I'm going to split this batch and pour it layer by layer and then do the mica line, and then we'll get to the top and all the good stuff. So let's get this blended up. We are back to pour our first layer of soap here. So I have this sectioned off. This is a fourth of the lye. This is a fourth of the oils. And I want to show you and thank you a couple of my viewers. Whenever I do a mica line, I make a big mess on the side of my molds. And I had a few people give me some really good suggestions. And here's what I decided to do today. It's just a piece of paper that I folded to fit the mold. And so I'll be holding this up as I come in on this side. And so I have one for the short end, and then I have a piece of folded paper for the long end when I come in with my sprinkles, and hopefully that will reduce the mess on the side of my molds. Let's see if it works today. Anyway, I thank you so much for the suggestions. I really do read all the comments, and I appreciate you guys so much. I get some really awesome tips from you all. So here we've got the lye, we've got the oils. I am going to just add a splash of titanium dioxide. This is 1 part TD to 2 parts water pre-mixed in here, just to keep things on the really brighter side, because I want those mica lines to really be pretty and stand out. So let's get to it. Let's get our first layer down. We are back. It's the next day and look how cute that is. I did put this on just for the big reveal. So let me tell you, I'm kind of proud of myself. I remembered to not put my lid on last night. I did not put a blanket on this. This just sat open just like this on my table here because I have melt and pour embeds. And if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, you know that I have made the mistake of insulating a soap with melt and pour embeds and the embeds melted, and it was a big old mess. I've done that a few times. Well, I'm so happy to report that my little melt and pour embeds are intact, unmelted, and I think they look so cute. I am just loving this. Just makes me so happy, this top. It looks holiday-ish, it looks Christmas-ish, it just looks everything I wanted it to look. So now the big question is, let's get in there and see how those mica lines came out. I thought the paper idea was good. It was a little floppy, but it definitely kept a lot of mica off the side, so it really helped reduce the mess. So it was helpful. So let's get in here and see what we've got going on the inside. Back with the lovely Olga, and look, it's looking like the mica lines came out really cute and straight, and I love it. I'm so happy. I'm going to cut kind of slow going through the melt and pour. Melt and pour is hard to cut with a soap cutter like this, but I think we're just going to, do the best we can here. And they are small embeds, so I don't think I'm going to have a huge issue. So we're just going to proceed with caution. There we go. They're cutting just fine. Oh, yay. It's a little light on the end, but you definitely can see the blue, red, and green, and it ties in the top really well. And there on the side, that's pretty cute. Oh, I'm super happy. Anytime I'm doing mica lines on a soap, I don't like to go too thick because you can always run the risk of having your soap split if you have too thick of a mica layer. I haven't had that happen, but I've heard of it happening. So I've always been very cautious with my mica lines, and I like to do them when the layer that I poured is still really wet so that they get wetness to them, and then I feel like it adheres the next layer, because if I did really thick layers, this could just break into 4 parts, and we definitely don't want that. Oh, I'm happy. Let's talk about this fragrance. First of all, it smells fantastic today. Good scent retention. It's just really fresh. It's got that pine undernote, but a little bit of fruit. It's just a great fragrance. And this was a really slow mover, very easy to soap with. It doesn't have any vanillin. So, oh, I got a little bump right there. But anyway, no vanillin, so I'm not expecting this to do any color changing on me. And I did put, just a touch of TD in there as a precaution because I really wanted these to be bright and I wanted those mica lines to stand out, all of that. So this fragrance is a definite 2 thumbs up for me. It smells fantastic too today. I wish you all could be here to smell it. Let's get to our next loaf. All right, here is our next loaf, and it has that one beautiful red flower. I'm anxious to see if a whole soap will get that or if I'm going to cut it. We'll have to see right now. When I laid the embeds out, I didn't have like any rhyme or reason. I wasn't trying to line them up. I do have markers on my mold for the bars, but I wasn't trying to line anything up. I just wanted it very random, and I think I achieved that. Lots of randomness, but I love that. Oh, there you go. Oh, super happy. And again, these are very winter inspired, but they're not necessarily Christmas. So I think these would work just for the winter months in general. The colors are, you know, holiday-ish, which I love. I do love a designated Christmas bar. I love Christmas. I love the holiday. But these are, I think, just winter-inspired. You know, when it says the holidays, I think that's going to cover you from Thanksgiving all the way through till, you know, the end of winter. That's what I'm saying. Oh, there we go. Look at that one. It got the big rose, or I'm going to call it a poinsettia, even though it's a rose, but beautiful. You know, it's kind of fun. I've had a few people comment that have shopped in my soap shop and bought a bar, and they recognized it, like in the soapy patterns or the top. They'll say, I saw my bar in your video, and I get a kick out of that. I think that's really fun. So I appreciate all your feedback too. When people get the soap and tell me if they're enjoying it, and that just makes my day. I tell you what, it makes my job worthwhile. And I love how these little dollops came out. They have like the little twist. I hope you can see. It's got like a little twist on the top. So cute. All right, let's get into our last loaf. And I think the little glitter sparkles really added a little something to the top of this. So I'm glad I added that on there. I don't add glitter much, but when I do, I think sometimes the soap is just calling for it. This one, I think it was very appropriate with the theme and the colors. So let's also take a look here at No Oats and No Silk. This is a very smooth color. There's no speckles in there. And I really wanted that for this bar. I wanted no distractions away from the mica lines. I wanted a really crisp color, and so I'm glad I left those ingredients out, and this will still have a fabulous lather. The silk and the oats are just fun ingredients to have. I add them in most of my soaps. But when you want a clean, like no speckles, you got to leave that stuff out. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I sure had fun making this one. And thank you to Rouge Canada for sending me this fabulous fragrance to play around with. I really enjoyed it. It's called The Holidays, and I hope you give it a try. I will leave a discount code for Rouge Canada down below. You can go look it up. They have great fragrances, super high quality. And I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, I'm getting ready to bevel and stamp my bar, and I'm saving my shavings in this bowl. These are the same day I unmolded, and they're going to be fresh, and I'm going to show you how to press them into a little soap flour, the shavings, and recycle them one batch at a time. I'll show you how we do that at the end.